iFILM, London. iFILM, London.
Couldn't have gone much better, Scott.
No, he couldn't have done, to be honest with you. It was, the work we put in and all the training and that, and me and Joe sat there before we started training for this, and we was expecting a beast in there tonight. Rendall could see what we was trying to do in the first fight, so we was going to expect a better Rendall Munroe, and I believe he was a better Rendall Munroe in the ring tonight, but there was a 10 times better Scott Quigg than the last time that there was in the ring with Rendall Munroe, and I think that showed in the performance.
Joe, you must have been delighted the way it went tonight.
Fantastic. Let's not take anything away from Rendall Munroe tonight. Rendall Munroe's a world-class super bantamweight, went the distance with the jab, and the way Scott Quigg went around his work tonight was first class. He dismantled him. No one's ever done that to Rendall Munroe before, and it was a fantastic achievement with Scott Quigg tonight. No one was expecting that from Scott Quigg tonight, and it was a fantastic performance. The way he went about our work, just the same way we did with Booth. We kept our calm, kept our composure, and I could see at the end of round 4, Scott wanted to go for him, and I said to him, no, just keep steady, let 3 or 4 more punches go, start letting the combinations go. And the thing is he fought tonight with the handbrake on. There's still gears left to go through, and that's the frightening thing. But like you say, it's all a learning experience, and he ticked a huge box tonight. Some people choke on Broadway. He didn't. He thrived on it tonight on the big stage, the big arena, the big press, and he rose to the occasion. And that's another box ticked in Scott Quigg's development.
Yeah. Was it difficult for you to sort of keep the brakes on?
Yeah, it was. I could see him, and he could see him, and he was landing the body shots. And in round 1, we were getting the shot off that we thought would do him early in round 1. And I just thought to myself, well, if we land it in round 1, we've got to get it late on in the fight when he's got no legs. And that's what happened. Scott boxed to instruction, and that's the beauty of working with somebody. Scott Quigg with fighters. They listen to what they're told. I'm not necessarily right all the time, but we seem to be singing both from the same hymn sheet. Scott's out there saying things, I come back and say it, and it's just reassuring what he's saying as the fight goes on, and that's a great combination, a winning combination for when we go through the tough times, when they've got to be hard rounds, when we're not winning fights. I mean, I've got to come behind, he's got to put his faith in me, and to be able to tell him what I'm telling him is the right thing. But like I say, huge praise for Scott Quigg tonight. I think he stole the show tonight.
Scott, is that another box ticked in the sense that you fought an intelligent fight tonight? The fact that you had a plan, you stuck to it, and you saw it through?
I think that's one of my best attributes, to be honest with you. We work on a game plan and I can stick to it. Like Joe was saying, we worked on it. After round 4, I was thinking, I want to go. I can see he's going, and I was slowly. I opened up with a 3-punch combination at the end of the 4th round, and all 3 shots landed. And I thought, I've got to be in. And then I come back, and Joe could see me. I was ready to, and he went, no, a couple more rounds. What we planned to do in the gym, just 6. It was after 5 rounds. Then we was going to put the foot to the floor and start going forward and putting more pressure on and opening up. And then so I listened to him. I held back, and when I caught him with the body shot in the 6th round, and he winced and he went down. I knew I'd hurt him. Rendall Munroe doesn't go down. He's never been down, amateur or pro. And from a body shot, it hurt him. He tried staying up, he couldn't, and he took the knee. So I knew he was hurt. And then I thought, he must have felt that, and that was when I went in, and I seen in his eye, all the desire had gone out of him. The body shots was landing straight away. And like I say, Joe said in the first round, I was catching him with the right hooks to the body, and he showed out a couple of times and saying I was hitting him on the back and that, and he was perfectly good shots, but that's just the game. He's trying to out-kick me and lull me thinking they weren't hurting, but really he was showing out, and I just stuck to the game plan and it worked.
Did he catch you much?
That is second mate Ross. You see me go shouting. No, I got caught with a few silly jabs, and Joe told me to keep sharp and that, and keep thinking, don't get sloppy. You're in a boxing ring, you're going to get, it's like jumping in under a shower, you're going to get wet. In boxing, you're going to get hit, but he didn't catch me with much, and my defence is one of my best things. My footwork was good, I was spinning off, and I was just nullifying what he was trying to do.
Joe, what kind of a statement was that in an arena like this, a crowd like that, against a opponent like that?
It was a huge statement. It was a world-class statement. I expect all the world governing bodies, everybody across the pond. Julian here, just let me introduce Julian Ramirez. He's a Golden Boy boxer, a hot prospect. He's been over in Manchester for 3 or 4 weeks. He came over helping Scott with the sparring, and everybody in America will look over at Rendall Munroe got stopped. Rendall Munroe went the distance with the Japanese world champion who just lost to Nonita Donaire. And no one's done that to Rendall before. Everyone knows Rendall's tough, mentally strong, never gives in. You have to nail him to the floor. That's what Scott Quigg did tonight, and that's a huge statement. It's a massive statement, and that'll send ripples. I'm not someone saying ripples. I know there's floods and everything else, but I won't say a tsunami ever, but it'll have an effect anyway over there in America. Everyone will be looking back.
So it'll be wet?
Yeah, they can do. Smash. Well, listen, the effect, and listen, it was a great, the Ring magazine, everyone will look at that and go, what? Scott Quigg? And everybody, when we were over in the wild card in America, was talking about Scott Quigg. They're all saying, oh, he's the next Barrera and everything else, and that's huge compliments for a kid. And let's not forget, Scott Quigg's only been in championship class 14 months now, and he's beat some really good fighters, Booth, Jamie Arthur, and then a world-class fighter today, Rendall Munroe, who's mixed in title level for years, and Scott Quigg went about tonight and outschooled him.
Who do you want next then, Scott?
Trip to Vegas. That's all I'm thinking about now. Tonight's about me enjoying it, and we'll go down and sit down and talk to Joe, Paul, and we'll see where we go from there. But at this moment, I'm just enjoying today and looking forward to a surprise trip to Vegas on the 8th to watch Pacquiao. Nice surprise afterwards.
We gave you that, Paul?
Paul, yeah.
Sports personality as well, you want to into that as well.
Oh.
What did you ask you about the main event? What did you think of Ricky?
It was, you know, the atmosphere was absolutely amazing, and it was a shame about the result. I'm absolutely gutted for him. No doubt he's absolutely gutted, but to be honest with you, he come back and it was how he's come back and put what the lifestyle he was living and the way he's come back and the way he is today. You know, he already won in my eyes before he got in the ring. He won the fight before he got in the ring. The fight that it was just a boxing match he had, but the fight that he was getting to win was his lifestyle and being happy again. And I think he'd already done that before he got in the ring tonight. And I'm pleased for him. You know, he can hopefully. I think that'll be it for him now, but I think he'll be more happy going out like that than, you know, the way he did go out.
Joe, as a trainer, what do you think about Ricky?
Listen, sometimes it was a big ask, wasn't it? It was a big ask. He'd been out of the ring for 3 years. We all know, and it's well documented, his lifestyle. It was a huge ask. But just to echo Scott's sentiments there, the fact that he whipped himself into shape, he got himself down there, and listen, he didn't do it the easy way. He could easily fought a journeyman there tonight, someone that won over, fought a world-class fighter, former world champion, who I'd seen over in the wild card, a good fighter, and Ricky got off to a great start. And got to give huge credit for Senchenko. He didn't come over here to lie down. He came over, he wasn't here to make up the numbers. There was an opportunity for him to make his name and get him back in the title mix, and it was a huge competitive fight. But like Scott said, it was Ricky, he performed the best that he could do, and he knows himself how he feels, and obviously he's got a bit hurting now to get beat in front of his adoring fans, but I'm sure when the bumps and the bruises heal and he sits up, Joe, he's a winner, and I think his role as a trainer now, I've got to watch himself, he's a competitor as a trainer now, and he's doing really well. His boxer won earlier on this evening tonight now, so there's a bright future for him. The promotional company, you see on the undercard tonight, Scott Quigg, Martin Murray, that's thriving. So Ricky Hatton as a fighter, depending on whatever he does, I hope he does retire now and he has a successful retirement. And listen, as a trainer, as a promoter, he's got a huge future still in the sport of boxing.
It's not like you see the fans even after the fight. They were when he stood up and it was over. The fans just chanted, "There's only one Ricky Hatton." The support, he's changed the opinion of what people thought of him. He's now back to being Ricky Hatton that the people like him, and he's the people, because as you can see at the end of the fight, everyone's still shouting there's only one Ricky Hatton. No matter what happened in the ring tonight, it was all still behind him.
Yeah. He's obviously your promoter, Scott, and he knowing Ricky, he'll want to get his teeth stuck into a challenge. Do you think that'll be getting you a world title fight? And how's that?
To be honest, I don't think he's thinking about anything like that at this moment. He's got himself to think about it, but he's going to be obviously looking to make he wants to be one of the best promoters in the world, and doing that will be, you know, scoring the best fights for his fighters, like me, Martin Murray, and you know, there's a lot of prospects coming through as well.
And you've sort of risen to the top of that stable now, though, with this fight. Do you think? Do you feel like you've risen to the top of that stable with this fight, with this win? Do you think you're now the main man that he's going to sort of get behind?
Like I said, Martin Murray's another good fighter. Like, he's just won a WBA interim world title, so there's a lot of good fighters that we've got coming through. So Senchenko, European champion. So we've got a good stable of fighters, and the promotion is looking well.
And your plan was 2013, I think you said, by the end of that you want to be world champion. Do you feel on course for that?
Well, after that performance, I think it shows that it's a realistic expectation. Thank you.
I think, gents, you should also remember, you talk about Ricky as a trainer and as a boxer, but as a promoter tonight he's got 2 interim world champions, a European champion and a British champion. So he's not doing too bad as a promoter, is he? Any more questions, gents? Excuse me, I'm not quite sure what's happening whether or not Ricky will be doing any interviews, or if you can bear with me, I'll try and see if he'll come in. Was there anything else for Scott?
No, just well done. Well done.
Sorry, Gabs.
So, Martin Murray, gents, I was led to believe there was an emergency that he had to go home, so family crisis, so unfortunately the plan was hopefully to try and get Ricky and Martin and Scott. It's not worked out that way, so I've got them Scott. And if you bear with me, I'll let you know what's happening with Ricky.
I just want to say, them that voted for Scott this year and the young boxers were the right as earned, I think the decision who voted for him was proved right tonight. He is one of the hottest talents in British boxing at the moment, and them that didn't, thanks as well, to understand. He's got to take it until the next time.
Thanks, Joe. We done great.